Hi, it's Michael Dermer, and I'm here to talk to you now about a lesson called Don't Evaluate Your Life in the Middle of a Fight. So what does that really mean? When we say don't evaluate your life in the middle of a fight, what we're really talking about are those times throughout the day and the week and the month and the year that you're dumped on your butt as an entrepreneur. You know, each and every day is like a roller coaster. And in many cases, some of the things that happen to you, whether they be losing a customer or maybe not getting an investment or an employee leaving your company, whatever it may be, makes you say to yourself, wow, I really wonder if I'm cut out for this. And here's a piece of advice that might help you, right? And it's called don't evaluate your life in the middle of a fight. And the best analogy I can give you is a boxing match, right? If you've ever watched a boxing match, two men kind of beat the crap out of each other for a couple of hours, and when the match is over, somebody from HBO or ESPN or ABC Sports interviews the winner, you know, the guy that won. And they say to him, they say, hey champ, are you gonna retire? And the winner says, of course I'm gonna retire, I just got hit in the face for 2 hours, right? And remember, that's the guy that won, right? And then a day goes by and a week goes by and a month goes by and he goes, of course I'm not gonna retire, I'm a boxer, okay? But the same thing happens to entrepreneurs, right? We lose a deal, we lose a customer, we lose an employee, we lose an investment, something bad happens, which inevitably happens as an entrepreneur, right? Sometimes it happens every day. The time for you to evaluate whether you're cut out to be an entrepreneur is not right in the middle of that fight. It's not 5 minutes after you just lost a customer, okay? When you do that, it creates a ton of damaging perspectives for you and your team, right? First of all, when you go back to work to try to advance the business, you actually sit there thinking about, am I cut out for this, right? So every time you come up against an obstacle, it becomes that much harder to concentrate on what you're doing, okay? Second, it can demoralize your team, right? If you're around other people that rely upon you to lead the business forward, and all you can think about is whether you're cut out for this, that can really bring everybody down, okay? So here's what I would say. You absolutely need time to evaluate whether you're happy, right? But do that on the weekend, do that every 2 or 3 weeks with a male friend or with a girlfriend, and go have a glass of wine or a bourbon and talk about it, right? But don't do it right in the middle of the fight. I can tell you this, do you ever come back right after you got your big investment or won your biggest customer and say, I'm now gonna evaluate whether I'm cut out to be an entrepreneur or not? That's just not when you do it. It's human nature to do it when something negative happens. So take the time on the weekend when you're away from work to have those conversations to see if you're happy, but otherwise, don't evaluate your life in the middle of the fight. To read more about this particular topic, visit the write-up that we did side by side with this video, and hopefully it'll give you a little bit of insights to determine whether you're cut out to be an entrepreneur.